Guess who accidentally hit learn the game rules on the menu? It was me. I did, and now I'm in here. And I'm starting to realize I'm trying to quit out, and it is not working, which is weird and probably not a good thing. Maybe I have to get out of this goddamn menu. I'm worried that my inputs might be fucked. Okay, get me the fuck out of here. It's Mario Party. Cause I just don't have it in me to play Yakuza right now. Oh fuck, I forgot test song request. It's fine. Just do it now. My iconic song request test song. Everyone gets to see it. Is it working? Okay, there we go. Hi, Ellie. Oh, it's Mario Party, and we are on the solo grind today. And I was like I got home from work and I was like, okay, I want to do something low effort today. So no Yakuza, because my voice was already tired. And I was like, in the back of my head, I've always been thinking about making a Mario Party video. Okay, I guess I'm doing this map. That's fine. I thought about making like a Mario Party review, introspective. I don't know what the fuck they're called. One of those videos for like months at this point. But I never have. And honestly, I still don't know if I'm going to, but I realized if I stream the game, I could get some easy footage out there. Even though it's gonna have this big fucking bird thing on the side. I could probably like fix that in post. I work today, as per the title where I say I hate work. I'd watch it. I feel like I'd make a fire one. I vividly recall watching a different one. Because I was like, I wonder if anyone's done this yet. And I like, someone like made a whole series of like every game. And I like really disagreed with a lot of what they had to say. But I got to work, as you do, you know, 3:30 to 8:30. Classic 5-hour cashier shift. And in my head, I'm thinking, you know what, I've been thinking this as a whole, but for work specifically, I was like, I'm gonna try to be more positive today. I'm already kind of in a good mood. You know, nothing but good energy, fun vibes. And then the second customer came. And he immediately, to me, he started complaining, oh, the internet here sucks, your point card system sucks, I'm really mad about this. And immediately call my supervisor over to have him like check the price of something or some shit. I don't know. It was stupid. And fuck that guy. He was even like, yeah, I'm taking this out on you, but I don't really care. I was like, okay. And like my supervisor checked the price, and he like called me on the work phone, and he was like, yeah, so the price he's talking about was like a deal that Wario died that ended like 6 days ago, so just tell him to go to the courtesy, they'll take care of him there. I was like, okay, cool. And that was fine. You know, I was like, okay, you know, rough start, but you know, that's not like, that doesn't necessarily set the pace for the whole day, right? No, that was like, I'm 5 minutes in, you know, I've got another 4 hours, 55 minutes, so it'll be fine. And then a few customers later, there's a, I don't know what's going on, but I see like a small distance away from my cash, there's like a bit of a scene happening. I'm like, oh, what's happening here? And then a customer kind of like speed walks to my cash, and it says, hey, can I take your trash or something? I need it. I was like, yeah. It's kind of common moment, so I said okay. I probably shouldn't have. But from what I could tell, I'm not 100% sure on this. I think there was a kid just throwing the fuck up. And it wasn't like oh, it's getting everywhere and stuff. I think he like threw up like one time a little bit, and then it like, oh, he was throwing up a little more, it's like these little bits. So they were just like, okay, have him throw up in the trash can. I was like, okay. And then that same customer came to my cashier and like, haha, yeah, I did steal your trash can. I was like, yep, you sure did. And then like, after a little, I realized I was hoping they would give my trash can back to me like immediately. That was not the case. So I just took a different trash can that was like nearby. I was like, okay, this is mine now. Oh yeah, that's like, it's not a big deal. I was like kind of miffed. I was like, oh. But I was moving on, And then another few customers later. Now the thing about working like at any grocery store, any cashier is like, you're not gonna be in full focus mode for the whole time for 5 hours. That's just nonsense, it's not happening. Wow, look at where you go. And so there's a customer, and I'm scanning things as I do. It's, a lot of muscle memory. It's like, get item from right, scan, put it on left, rinse and repeat. If it's like if it's a fruit or something, it might have a code, and I might need to like weigh it and put the code in so that I can like properly scan it. And so this particular customer, I know, Ellie, it's crazy. Particular customer had some nice red grapes, and without thinking, I grab it, I put it on my scale, and the week before this, we were having a deal on like cherries. I don't know what it was, but we had a deal on it, so everyone was buying the cherries, and I was really good at putting the code for cherries in. And so I saw a bag, I saw something red, and I went, oh, it must be cherries. In my head, I'm going to put in the code for that. And I'm trying to be quick too, because I always try to be a bit quick. Make it easier for customers. Make it so I have less to do. Like more gaps between them. And so I put in the wrong code and put it for cherries. And I look at it like after like a few seconds to go, oh wait, that's grapes, and I put in the wrong code for cherries. I was like, okay, I could undo that. I know how to undo it. And so, I go to undo it, and then it says, on my little screen, it says, weight conflict, or issue, weight conflict. And I say, oh, because I scanned the cherries so fast, or not, they're fucking grapes. Because I scanned the grapes so fast and put them as cherries, they have the now incorrect weight on the thing. And if to get rid of, like, to redo something, I need to say, get rid of this specific thing with these details. And so I said the specific thing, but I didn't give them the correct details. They're like, yeah, we can't get rid of this. So I was like, that's kind of how it, like, works on the monitor or whatever at the cache. So I was like, ah, fuck, I can't believe this. And then I'm trying to figure out what to do, and in a hasty decision, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just not gonna tell them and hope they don't notice. And it's not that big of a deal. I was in a bit of a panic at the time, because like, holy shit, $13? That's an insane price. They're hella gonna know something's up. But like, looking back on it after the rest of the day. Testing. Are we going? Are we doing it? What is going on, Twitch? What is going on with my internet? I think it's good now. I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure I'm live again. OBS says I'm live again. Am I? Am I going? It looks like I'm going. I'm getting mixed signals here. I'm pretty sure I'm going. Oh dear. Oh, I don't know what part of my story got cut off. Fuck. It was grapes and cherries, and I had put the wrong thing in, and I wasn't sure how to fix it, basically. And so I was like, oh shit, I was panicking. I was like, oh, I bet this is way more expensive than the thing they actually wanted, which it wasn't. So I rang them up, scanned all their items, and I didn't tell them because I didn't want to, like, there was like a line, there was a bit, I was troubled, okay? For me, this was like a make or break decision for my life. God, she got 23 coins. And I was just like, okay, it's whatever, I'll just keep going. You know, it's not the biggest deal. It's at most a couple bucks. Realistically, they would have saved like $1 had I inputted the right thing. So I don't tell them, and they pay for everything, and they're going. And I'm on to the next customer, but like I keep them in the corner of my eye. I see they've like stopped. Oh my god, the secret path. Like they stopped to check something. I was like, oh shit, they're hella gonna check the receipt. They're hella gonna come back here, and they're hella gonna be like, hey, you put the wrong thing, and I'm gonna have to disappoint someone and tell them to go to the customer service. But that's not what happened. They didn't notice anything. They left. I breathe a sigh of relief. I go, thank God they're gone. And so that was just another thing that happened in my day. And then, boop, boop. Oh, please don't kill Wario. And then, of course, it doesn't end there. It never ends there. The 3 like stories I've just told is like an hour into my shift. Die, Donkey Kong. God, this minigame is so fucking stupid. But no, there's more. So there's another person, and this time it's coupons. They've got 2 coupons, one for some like Benadryl or some shit, and then it's for like something for Kit Kat. And then I was like, okay, fine. I already had a line, so I was trying to read through it quickly. The Benadryl one looks good. Okay, you know, I get rid of that. I put the coupon in. And I look at the Kit Kat one, and I kind of skim it because they had very similar writing. The Benadryl one said something like $2 or $3 off on any Benadryl product, and I was like, okay. And so, you know, I what the fuck? My coins!
Oh, no.
Eat shit, Mario. And so it's like, okay, I get that one done. And then there's the Kit Kat one, and it has a very similar writing where it says $2 off on any. And that's when I stopped writing. I was like, okay, I get the picture. I checked the date, looks good. I'm like, okay. So it's probably $2 off on any Kit Kat product. And so I put the coupon in. And then they say, okay, just after I've already done anything, they're like, actually, I'm gonna buy another Kit Kat. Scan this again. I was like, sure. And they have another coupon. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll skim this again just in case. And what I saw is, it did not say $2 off on any Kit Kat product. It said $2 off on any frozen Kit Kat or any product that's like any specific. It was like a specific thing. It was like a frozen version or whatever. Yeah, I don't really get it or why everyone would want that, but they did. Well, I say they did. The problem was the Kit Kat thing they were buying was not a frozen thing. It was just a normal like Kit Kat or. No, it wasn't like a normal one. It was like a bag with a bunch of smaller ones in it. And so I realized, oh shit, okay, so their coupon doesn't actually work. So I tell them, oh hey, your coupon doesn't work. And I'm like, okay. And that's where the exchange ends. In my head, however, I'm thinking, oh shit, I just accidentally put $2 for a coupon that shouldn't have been applied. And once again, with hindsight, it's not a big deal, right? Like, I'm not getting arrested or anything. I'm not even gonna get fired or even yelled at, most likely, or even like talked to. It's more so, oh, it's you know $2 that I shouldn't have given them off. Oops, my bad. That's what it's more like. But to me, I was like in full fucking panic mode. I was like, holy shit, they're gonna arrest me, they're gonna fire me, they're gonna kick me and punch me and beat the shit out of me. It's the only thing that makes sense. And of course none of that happened, but it was just stressful for me. And that's most of anything sort of interesting or negative that happened in the first part of my shift. Obviously the standing around sucks and just like being a cashier is super boring, but it's fine. Store going to go bankrupt. Dude, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, they're gonna be so mad. And so I get my break, or one of my supervisors is like, hey, go on break early. I'm like, sure. So I go on break, and it was a great break. You know, sat down on the nice sofa, refilled my water bottle, went on Twitter.com and saw. Oh, why are they stealing from me again? Saw Jesus Walks himself responding to a bunch of like tweets. Exactly, Ellie. But yeah, I saw Dylan from Friends Without Benefits. He like made some Switch tier lists, and he posted it on Twitter, and apparently everyone hated it and disagreed with it. And he just kind of like, he's so good at like responding to people. He very like, because obviously, you know, it's a hot take or whatever, but it's his opinion. You know, he's allowed to say whatever. And there's a bunch of people saying, "Oh, this is dog shit. This is so stupid." And then he just so clearly like explained why he put what where, and how like what experience made him like put him there. But like, oh yeah, for Ultimate, I'm just not into this thing. And he is very consistent, and he's very good at explaining them. And a lot of people just aren't used to it, and so he like perfectly defends himself against these people who aren't really looking for any sort of like defense. They just more so want to shit on someone because they disagree with them, as per usual with fucking Twitter.com. But he just so perfectly kind of like makes them the idiot, you know? And it's really funny to watch. Like every time he turns it around on them. I saw one where it was like, oh, Ring Fit in S tier really now, and then it was like, yeah, you know, I love fitness. It was really different, really fun, different experience. Nothing really like that. And then someone was like, dude, there's at least 3 other games like this on the Switch catalog. And all he literally said was, which are? And then they said, rhythm boxing? And that was it. And it was really funny. Yeah, that's what I did on my break, and on the ride home I was just looking at his Twitter replies to see what was going on. But after that, I've got the other half of my shift, and I'm still in like, okay, you know, the first half, kind of crazy, but you know, it's whatever. Happens. Sometimes you have crazier days. Get it off me. We will kill you, Donkey Kong. And so the second half starts, you know, I get off my break, I get back on. And also, probably worth mentioning, we are kind of understaffed, underpaid. They cut hours, so it's not exactly like the easiest job. It's not like I get to spend loads of time just standing there. I'm always usually dealing with the customer, even if at like later times. But there, you know, if it's like late at night, there's like a bit more breaks mixed in, like a minute or 2 of rest every now and then. Go Wario. And so a customer comes along, and you know, this one is really just not a big deal. It's just an item didn't scan. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna call the supervisor, and you know, he's gonna. There were like 3 supervisors working. One was working the self checkout, so basically 2. And so he comes over and he's like, hey, what's going on? And I was like, oh, this thing wouldn't scan, and he was like, okay, you know, we had this problem earlier today. It was actually the same supervisor from the start of the day that helped me with that one customer who didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. But like, okay, let me just put the price in, put the code in, and he did, and it was okay, good, great. Oh, great, this one. And so he does that with this. You know, honestly, it wasn't really a problem. It was more so that kind of like, oh, I'm wasting time here when I could be doing more customers. A line's gonna build up, but relatively not a big deal. And so, but the thing is, with that very specific supervisor, there's been like a very long history of every time it's like I call someone for the stupidest shit or something that I probably could have figured out on my own, he's always the one who comes. So I have this like mental image of my head where I'm like, oh, he probably hates me or thinks I'm like dumb as fuck or something. But that time it was fine. But later, a little bit later, one of our customers does my favorite thing for them to do, where they have an item and they say, I don't want this actually. Can I leave this with you? And obviously the answer is yes, they have to. We have people who like restock the shelves with the things that people don't want. So yeah, it's like, okay, yeah. And it was like the first time it was like a yogurt. Stop stealing my coins, dude. And I was like, okay, the yogurt is it needs to like stay in the fridge. If we have 15 minutes for specific items that like are either needed to be like kept in these hot or cold temperatures to where they need to be like brought back in time. And so, okay, I call the person, I say, hey, we have perishable overstock, come to my cache, basically. And so I do that, and they come, and you know, everything's solved. And then like 5 minutes after, another person is like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm leaving this, like, it's like a pizza or something. And I was like, okay, normally when people like leave something behind, it's like easy, you know, it's yogurt. If it's yogurt, okay, I call dairy, easy. If it's like meat, I call the meat department. That's pretty distinct, or like an easy distinction to make. With pizza, I'm thinking, who the fuck do I need to call for this? And so I don't want to lose the item. I call the supervisor over, and he's like, oh yeah, it's like whole value or something. I don't remember. What a weird seed for this minigame. But he says that, and I was like, oh, okay, so I just say that. And I was like, oh yeah, the only guy working today here is Tyler or some shit. So just call Tyler. And I was like, okay, so do I just do the normal thing? The normal like intercom thing, except I say Tyler? And it was like, yeah. And I'm just like, I'm still like working in my head how to say this. So I like go on the intercom and very awkwardly go, Tyler, or whole value, or Tyler, whole value, overstock at my cat. It's like very awkward. I'm like embarrassed about it for like a couple minutes. Like, God, that sounded so stupid. Oh, please don't steal from young Wario. That would be, oh, bitch. That's right. But yeah, and I get super antsy about things that could be like, we call them perishable, you know, because they go bad after a while. I get super antsy about that because I think in training or early on, it was like drilled in me that if it's your fault that it doesn't like get returned, it comes out of your paycheck, and obviously, you know, you get in trouble. So I'm like, oh, holy shit, I gotta get this shit back to where it belongs. I gotta call the person over. And so, you know, I'm on the phone, and I don't tell him, but I say on the intercom, hey, come to my cache. And then nothing happens. And, you know, that's fine. You know, maybe he's busy with something, doing something else. You know, perfectly reasonable. But we are on a 15-minute time limit. So after 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine. It's been 5 minutes. I've given him some time. I'm going to call him or go on the intercom again, just as a reminder, just in case he forgot or something. And so I do that. This time I say, yeah, whole value, overstock, whatever. I do the standard thing, but I say whole value. And so another 5 minute passes, and no Tyler, whatever his fucking name was, shows up. Nobody shows up to take it. And at this point, I'm starting to get real antsy about it, even though I don't think it's like the biggest deal. Hi, Nayroy. I'm still like panicking about it. Like, oh, at the worst case scenarios, they'd probably yell at me a little. They're like, hey, you really can't, but like, you really gotta do your part here. But even at that point, I already did what I was supposed to, where I called for someone. So I don't think I would have gotten in any trouble. However, in the moment, that version of me was like, holy shit, I'm gonna get into trouble. And so it is crappy, Ellie, yeah. And so like 2 to 3 minutes later, I say, okay, Tyler from whole value, there's overstock, come to my cache. And obviously I don't say that. I say like my cache, and I say it in a more like fancy way or whatever, more professional. And like another 3 minutes pass, and he eventually comes. in honestly the nick of time, because I'm about to call a supervisor over and be like, hey, I think our perishable overstock has perished. But he comes, he takes it, weight off my shoulders. I'm feeling pretty stressed throughout the day, you know, worn out too, because so many customers that I've had to deal with that day. But it's fine. And so the day is winding down. I've got about like, I'd say 40 minutes on my shift left. And another customer comes, and they have 2 items that I don't know what they are. You know, there's a... Hold on, I gotta mash. They have like 2 items and produce items, and I don't know what fruit or vegetable it is. So I say, hey, do you know what this is? And he goes, he said it's like chives or something. I don't know. So, and I've got time, so I call a supervisor over, and nobody comes, which happens, you know. Sometimes someone's busy. Oh, just died. Someone's busy or something, you know. So in the meantime, I look through the book of all the codes or fruits, don't find anything. I look through the monitor with all the things, don't find anything. And I'm like, I'm talking to the customer, and like, is there like a different name it's called by or something that we could use? And I was like, I don't think so. And eventually my supervisor just walks by and it's like, oh, it's this, and this is the code. Or she's like, it's this, and I think the code is like 48, and then she like pulls it up on the monitor and she goes, oh yeah, there's the code. I'm like, okay, thank you so much. And then after that, there was another item that I had already scanned. I looked at it and I was like, I'm pretty sure this is not a red onion, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna put it as a red onion. It's not a big deal anyway. And as my supervisor was leaving after the other thing, they see that and go, did you get the correct code for that right? And I say yes, and then I realize I definitely didn't. I say, oh no, actually I put it as this. And she starts laughing like, yeah, alright, this is what it is. And it's like Radicchio or some shit. And then it costed more, and the customer was like, no. And so that was the end of that. I was okay with that. Obviously, it wasn't like, oh, I hate my life because of that sort of interaction. It's just more interesting than anything else. I maybe panicked a little bit, maybe had a lot of work lined up after it, but that interaction itself was like fine. And then we end the day on the high note. I have about 2 minutes until I can close my cache and clean up. And so, I'm like watching the clock tick down by the second, praying no customer comes. And one does, and I'm like, man. And I'm like, okay, you're the last one. I go to close up. And they're like super apologetic about it. They're like, oh, okay. Oh, we're gonna make this quick. I'll make sure to pack all my bags, which thank God they did. Nice and easy. I was very thankful for that. Even when someone tried to come to my closed cache, before I could be like, no, it's closed, fuck off, they're like, no, it's closed, you can't come here. I'm like, okay, thanks for telling them for me. Yeah, there's no reason for you to do that, but they did. Which I appreciate. I thought it was silly. And then even while I was closing, I was like, okay, I'll help pack your bags, because I have to clean the cache anyways. They're like, no, just clean the other areas and I'll do it. You know, so they were just like really nice, and I appreciated that. And then so my shift ends, I close, I go home. It's beautiful. I don't know why I hit B. And so that was my day of work. A pretty rough start, a lot of stress, and then it just kind of became like, what the fuck's going on at my job? And now I'm here. And I will say, I still dislike my work. Even though despite everything, it wasn't the worst day today, that doesn't mean like it's a fun job. It is pretty annoying. But, you know, we thrived, persevered, and now we're here playing Mario Party 1. It's good to get that out there. I never get to shit on work. Not since the bathroom story. And now I'm like, what the hell, my star? I'm extra happy because tomorrow I don't work. Thursday I don't work. Friday I work, but it's gearing up to be a really easy shift. And then Saturday I don't work. And then Sunday I don't work. And that's just beautiful. In the next 5 days I work once, and I love that. And then next week after that though, I do work 3 days in a row, but like I'm fine with that. I think I far prefer working like a couple days in a row instead of just like what it's been right now is like I'll work a day. There's a bee to go. I'll like work a day and then I'll like get a day off. I realize the problem with that is like if I'm like super drained from work, I just don't have enough time to like rest up in a day, I feel like. And so when I get back to work on the next day, I come home in a like even worse condition, and it just kind of spirals. But when it's like a few days in a row, it's like, okay, I'm doing fine. Like Monday I'll work, I'll be like, okay, not feeling great, but I'm fine. I'll wait each one. And then I'll work the next day, and I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling kind of annoying, but whatever, it's just one more day. And I get past the day after that, and everything's good. And I get 4 days off to do whatever the fuck I want. And, you know, it's beautiful that that's what's happening. Anyways, back to you, Mario Party. Here we are. It's Wario's turn. Oh, it's Bowser. I'm also super glad I streamed tonight. I've noticed a pattern lately on my Revolution stream analytics where it was like I would stream one day, I would stream the day after, and then like disappear for like a week. And I realized I really don't like that schedule. As someone who's trying to stream more, I think I should, you know, stream more. And so that's why I'm streaming today. I feel like I should stream more. I feel like I should record more. I feel like I should edit more. It's just where we at. Every day I wake up and then we like, today's the day I edit a video or like start editing a video, and then I just don't do it. I'm like, but first, you know, I gotta eat, shower, play 100 Line The Last Defense Academy for 4 hours, have dinner, hang out with friends, and then at that point it'll be like late at night, and I'll be like, you know, maybe it's time to get ready for bed, you know, turn some YouTuber anime on, you know, and then the day will end with no editing done. I gotta keep at it. Especially now. Play what for 4 hours? 100 Line The Last Defense Academy. It's a recent release. It's kind of a spiritual successor to Danganronpa. Some would even call it Danganronpa 6 because, you know, they also made Rain Code. But it's very different. I've been having a lot of fun. It's very silly. The gimmick is you spend 100 days at an academy doing silly little Fire Emblem missions every now and then. It looks like Danganronpa. The story is very similar to Danganronpa, even some of the gameplay, but it's pretty different and I like it way more. Right now, I'm thinking it's like maybe an 8 or 9 out of 10. I really like it. There goes my star. That bitch Peach keeps stealing my stars. But the gimmick is you have to survive 100 days, and so the story goes on. You fight with your little class weapons that you get from your super blood. Pretty interesting. And then, now this is spoiler territory. So if you're like somehow watching a VOD, or you're going to play this game and you care about getting spoiled, this is where you tune out. But after the first 100 days, your character... What am I going to play so I don't care? Okay. You know, just a warning for the VOD heads, but after the first 100 day, your character is dissatisfied with the story and says, I wish I could redo everything. And then he uses his special power to redo everything. He goes back in time to day 2 of the 100 days, and then there's 100 different endings that you can get, which I think is super sick. A lot of it is really well thought out too. A lot of crazy routes. The fuck, spoilers? You literally watched me play. I slay. And it is sick. I haven't hopped on that game in a few days. I need to hop on again. I've been playing too much Mario Kart World and Lethal. I think I'm like 9 endings in. I've been having a lot of fun. Haven't heard anything about this. It's awesome. Now, you do have to be fine with the standard Danganronpa shit, obviously. There quite literally is a character who is... There's a brother-sister duo there, and the brother is really into his sister. Like, really into her. I don't think, like, any incest things happen, but it feels like it's bordering on it. There's a character who just fucking hates himself, and every line of dialogue has to include him just saying something like, I'm a mega cringe lord, no one would talk to a little tiny bitch like me, and you have to suffer through that for like the whole game. Remember watching the trailer? I don't think I watched the trailer. I actually watched two videos of a Let's Play. I watched Johnny Awesome, and 2 videos I was like, holy shit, this actually looks kind of sick. And so I got the game myself. I was influenced. You do have to be fine with like a sort of weirder story. A lot of those anime tropes slip their way into. Especially the ending of the first 100 days is so like predictable. But I think that's like, I don't think that they meant for it to be, but I think it kind of works in a like sick fucking way where it's so predictable, but then with the whole 100 endings, choose your own adventure shit, it becomes so much cooler that like, that's just like, oh, we know this guy's the villain now, and we can make interesting decisions based on that fact. Which is pretty cool, I think. But, and this is a big but, it definitely isn't a game for everyone. I could see a lot of people being like, wow, this game sucks. I'm gonna be like, yeah, you're kinda right. 20 coin bonus for Wario. What turn is it? Turn 17. Oh dear. Wow. Tightrope treachery. God, I forget how much this game sucks. Hi, J-Mac. Going back to the if I make the retrospective review video on this, it's unfortunate that this is the first one. Because this game, specifically, this Mario Party 1 is like the worst Mario Party. And so it's gonna be sad that the first, like, review is me shitting on something. But, you know, it only makes sense. It'd be weird if I was like, I'm gonna start with Mario Party 3, you know? If I wanted to do, like, a review thing. Wow. Like, what the fuck was that minigame? You just shoot. It's not fun for either player. I just hold forward, and occasionally I go a little left, a little right, and that's it. It's not like it's fun to control in the boats. I know, I played it. God, I really do need to edit more. Usually the breaking point is like, I'll be like, wow, a lot of my file space is being taken up by like these big video files, these recordings of like, say, Lethal Company, or like a Wind Waker VOD that I have downloaded that I haven't touched yet. I'll be like, okay, I'm running out of space on my computer, it's time to make a video with these. Hi, Dreidel. I think I'm getting to that point again, despite recently releasing a video. Where's the star? Dude, I'm never making it over there. Opening my files and hoping this doesn't pop up on stream. It doesn't. To daily content, it's never gonna happen. That's so much effort, and it would be so much lower quality than what I make, which is already kind of thrown together, I feel like. Okay, I do have to actually delete some of these files. Wow, it's this minigame again. Why do I have 2 MKBs for this? Hold on. Okay, I'm just not gonna worry about that one. I'll look at this later, but I have like... Oh, you love red circles and arrows. I've been thinking about the next thumbnail having a red circle and arrow. I thought about when I was editing the last video to put a red circle and arrow while pointing at something. But I was like, you know, maybe not. Mine? What the fuck?
Finish.
I also need more content that isn't Lethal Company. That isn't the also Wind Waker thing that I'm definitely never getting to for like another month. Everything in like my recordings, my content file right now is... There is about 15, I think, 16 Lethal recordings, and then like 4 repo ones. Which is kind of, you know, I kind of want a bit more diversity than that. Fuck you, Peach. Give me my goddamn star back. I just don't know what to make content about. Oh, playing Mario Party 7. Yeah, it would depend on the specific board of it, or not the board, just how that goes. Because we've played so many games of Mario Party, we're at a point where it's like, not really that we're at a point, but there's so many games where just nothing really interesting happens, and so it doesn't really work well for content. It's like Split Fiction, where, well, a bit different from Split Fiction, to where if I wanted to make like a video of that, I feel like it would just be a lot of extra effort I'd have to put in. I guess those are 2 different things. Split Fiction is like a whole playthrough that I would have to... I died to make a video out of. I want to play Split Fiction. JMac, we still have to play It Takes Two. I've been waiting. Split Fiction, like, we streamed it because that was just like the easy content move. You know, there's no reason not to. Gonna play the Lego game? I don't think so. I'm not playing any Lego games, that's for sure. Would be fire, JMac. Yeah, like, some things just, it doesn't feel like they work well in video format. It's also, I want to make my videos in a specific way. Oh, I had an example in my head and it just poofed right out of like, yeah, this... I want to make the Pop on Lego Party. No. if you've seen like the videos I've made, they're all in a pretty similar style, right? Where it's highlights or like just clips even, with occasionally it just kind of being, I think I would say I have one video that's kind of just a one session thing. But with something like, hold on, I gotta boot up Toad the Builder VODs. Give me my star. Not Metal Gear. What would be good? Something like, I don't know. He wants to be Eclipse, you know. Not that necessarily. I want to be highlights mostly. And so the thing about highlights is you need a lot of highlights, which is why most of my videos, i.e. literally every Lethal Company one, well, I guess the Lethal Company is, I would call it highlights, even though it is a lot of clips. I would say it's highlights from many sessions. You look at the Celeste one and the Lethal Drinking one. Do way more shorts. No, that's not what I mean. I mean something like an Ultrive Plus is what I'm aiming for. Yeah, shorts is like, it is kind of a choice where it's like, it would be super helpful. Oh, I do have another short ready, I think, of just an old Twitch clip. To the people who want me to make shorts, this is what I have to say to you. Clip something on Twitch, and then it'll be super easy for me to just make a short out of that. Yeah, that's what I mean, Driddle. It's not a, oh, you do this style of content, you have got to make shorts. It's a, you have got to make shorts. I'm getting nothing. Mario just fucking died. But you look at the Toad the Builder channel, and it's like, the first few videos specifically, back before my big break with Lethal Company, is a lot of just kind of highlights with a couple of like gimmicky content ideas, like when I raced Mario Kart with my friends or whatever. And then the great Lethal takeover happened, and I had a bunch of Lethal Company clips. And then, you know, there's still, like, in-betweens. Like, when I played FNAF or Celeste, or the Lethal Drinking thing, that's, like, it's highlights, but it's more so, like, you're kind of, it's kind of like watching a stream, I feel like. Rather than, like, here's highlight, here's highlight, here's highlight. It's more so, you're just, it's kind of like you're along for the ride, you know? It's the best way I can describe it. And I like that. But with, like, Split Fiction, that's, like, 15 hours. That'd be so much to put in one video, and God knows I wouldn't want to make 2 Split Fiction videos, even though, you know, I guess that would be, like, a thing. It's especially after you make one Split Fiction video, I'd have to make the other ones, too, so it's a bit more, like, restrictive. And it's more of a, like, I don't know. That's more so you're there for the ride. You're there watching, chilling, and not a funny things happening. Funny things happening. Funny things happening. Which is why all the non-Lethal Company videos are like, I don't know, a lot of videos with like high JPMs, like a lot of jokes happening, I feel like. Or there's a gimmick. Like the Celeste video is, I think, both. It's a Celeste race, so it's the gimmick that I am funny things happening guy. I mean, that's me, but there was a lot of gaps in Split Fiction where nothing was really happening. Let's go back. And so I wouldn't, you know, but it also feels like you're missing out on a lot if too much like gets cut out. And so finding the perfect balance is frankly just kind of annoying. Especially when you I'd have to watch, like, rewatch all 3 VODs. It's like, oh dear. And Donkey Kong, of course. All hard. Let's go to Mario's Rainbow Castle for 20 turns. Oh, Donkey Kong's all hard, alright. I don't know. I'm always constantly thinking about, like, new content ideas. I did that Mario Party 2 speedrun, and I thought about turning into a video, but I was like, eh. It also just kind of, like, 5 hours. It's you know, it's just a bit... If it was a bit more, like, shit was happening, it didn't take 5 hours. If it was, like, 4 hours or something, which, you know, obvious, or, like, 4.5 even. As well as not a lot of, like, me talking to just myself. Bamcart vid, maybe. I need to think about whether Bamcart 2 will be a video. It's such... Bamcart 2, it's like, I want to make that a video, but that's also a different form of content where it's a lot more editing and a less of, like, oh, here's highlights of what's happening. I kind of, like, for that kind of video, it's kind of a wasted opportunity if I don't, like, take you along, bring you, like, a storyline. And instead just be like, alright, and here's the first set of racers. Wow. I did, especially for Bamcart 1, I was like, I wanted to go, like, really crazy on it, and I was just like, I don't want to. I'm not good enough to. It would be so much, like, so much extra editing for just not really worth it for, like, a little bit of added quality. Bamcart 2, though, I think I can make it work. It's gonna be like, I don't know, less of a storyline, I guess. More so of a, it's less of a Toad the Builder video, more like a Bamcord video is probably what it's hopefully going to be like. More so like inside jokes that a lot of people I feel like wouldn't get. And a lot of people that, like, if you're watching Toad the Builder, you probably wouldn't know. Pam without benefits. Well, when I think about it, like, obviously, small fucking channel, but, you know, the last, like, most of my videos get, like, at least 70 views. Most of them usually get, like, 100 or more. And so when you're watching, I feel like, at least for anyone who's kind of, like, a repeat watcher, which, you know, is an amount of people, and is a, like, people I want, there's people they recognize more from my content. Like, if you're, like, a stranger to this universe, and you've only know, like, these people from my content, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's Dreidel, I've seen him plenty of times. That's Gabe the Altare, he's been in plenty of videos. Or that's, or like my friend Ryan, he's been in plenty of videos, he's gotten, like, a lot of screen time, been in a lot of funny moments. It's him, guys. Whereas in Bamcart, it's like, who the fuck is Juju Puff? Who's Aliga? I've never heard of these people. Concina. Who is that? And then also my turn rate is just like saying crazy Juju Stray. It's just realistic. Juju has, you know, is my friend, is my supporter. Do not bang her. But if you're someone who watches Toad the Builder on YouTube or Twitch, and you don't know about, like, Ouija Cord or anything, you don't know about Bamcord, you're not gonna know who Juju Puff is. At most, you'll say, oh, I think I've seen that name before. Maybe that's a chatter or something. At most, but that is an extremely rare chance. Like, I could, like, probably look at a video and be like, oh, here's the people probably know. People probably know me, Honestly, they might not know Slay. It really, like, if you know Slay, it's probably because you're a VOD watcher or you're on the actual stream. She's in kind of little content. Honestly, if I was like a Toad the Builder viewer, I'd think, oh, Slay's that Twitch chatter, and not, oh, Slay's his friend.
Ready?
You probably know me, Dreidel Gabe. You probably know my friend Ryan. You probably know Slurs Guy, or Ghost Dog, Competent Guy, Normal Dude. No, we're besties, Slay. Don't try to hide it. You probably... Who else would they know? At this point, yeah, Valorant Guy... Well, Valorant Guy and Slurs Guy is the same guys, to no one's surprise. Who's like... At this point, you probably know Cherry. Especially after Celeste, but also, you know, he was in Repo. You might know Gungai. And I think that's probably it. You might know Gungai, you might know Tim, and maybe Azina.
Finish.
Wow. That was a really long minigame. Tabby the song. No one knows Tabby. Even in the Celeste video, it's like she's there, but like when you're watching the video, you're not like, wow, I can't wait for Tabby to say something. She's probably going off. She did win Celeste, but you know, how many people do you think get to the end of my videos? Unknown loser. Okay, well, she's in the same tier as you, Slay. Yeah, the BAM cart 2, when that does happen, and it will be happening, like, y'all are, it's gonna be a video. Or at least I really want it to be. And if it doesn't do good, which it probably won't, that's okay. PMX Remix? I don't think I'm doing that. I'm streaming today specifically because I have enough like energy in my body, but my voice is, I don't know what it's been. I think I've just been talking too much recently, even though I don't really stream. But between like work and hanging out in Bamcord, my voice is like, it has been on the brink for a while. So I think on Wednesday I'm probably just gonna go MIA for the day. No streams, no hanging out, just kind of chilling. Which, you know, it would also be a good day to get some editing done. Wow.
Finish.
What? Why the fuck didn't I get any coins? What the shit? I didn't make any mistakes. Fuck you, Donkey Kong and Yoshi. Oh, Nayroy. You dare owe me like that? Speaking of notable chatters, in Smithcord, they had the classic question of, who are your 3 favorite Smith chatters? And nobody said me. Not a single person did. And it's fucked up. The kids don't know about Toad the Builder like they used to. Gungai, on the other hand, he got millions of people coming to him and be like, oh, I love Gungai. He shows up once a week for Smash Bros, which, you know, I guess I also do, but I'm more upset about the double standard of we show up for the same things and fulfill the same role, but everyone puts Gungai in and not Toadsies? Let's go, guy. It is also just a weird question. You'll see people say like kale, and that's you know, Well, I think I could do both, Slay. I think I have enough like, I don't know, like clout, I guess, in the Smith cinematic universe of like, oh yeah, I know that Toad guy. that, you know, a couple people, you know, I could have gotten an honorable shout. But to be fair, I remember looking at it and people's picks were ass. No shade, but like, you know, we're scrolling up, we're talking shit today, going all the way up. God, these questions are just ass. Like Cycrom, what the fuck has he ever done? Damn, Epic Bobber was a popular option. Echo, they've been gone for like a year. No, Nozo, the fucking modder guy, over me. I'm way cooler. He did. You know what I noticed is no one said Benjin. Oh dear, that's my frames dropping. I think his ego is hurt. Okay. Frame should be back now. Don't know what that was all about. Ooh, the other thing is, I also could have played Mario Kart World tonight, but my audio on my capture card is not working for some reason. But I've got a fix coming, which is literally just 2 wires, one that I plug into my Switch, the other in my computer, and then boom bada bing, my PC is able to detect Switch audio, and I can just route that on OBS. I knew Azuko. Yeah, I said Nayroid 3 times for that question. God, that was a crazy arc dreidel. And while we're talking shit, Smith is my goat. I'm a big Smith fan. And I do enjoy watching the content, even though I don't always like watch. I'm especially haven't been on the grind for a while now. Because I've got more responsibilities. I got work. I had school for a while. I've got the content creation business myself. And, you know, obviously I hang out with my friends a lot. Two whole different groups of them. But Smith did a 24-hour stream to like raise some money for something. And on hour 23, and like they're playing marbles. They were playing marbles, and Smith was like, yeah, I don't think I'm making it 24 hours, guys. And they ended stream early because they were so tired. Guess who else did a 24-hour stream like a year ago? It was me. And you know what? I stayed up the whole goddamn time, and I never spent any time doing any of that marbles watching nonsense. Fuck Luigi, win again. He always wins without doing anything. It's kind of his thing. Yeah. I popped in and I was like, damn, we really watching marbles or something? And Smith was like, yeah, you know, to be honest, I think I'm gonna end stream. And I was like, damn. But in the back of my head, I'm being petty. I start being like, ooh, I was able to stay up for 24 hours, but they weren't able to. Who's the real winner? Don't look at the follower counts. Oh, the other thing is we will be doing 24-hour stream again. In a few months, though. I wait until my parents go on vacation, so it's probably gonna be in September. They kinda got mad. I think they've cooled off slightly. It's like I think we've made it a running joke at this point. Say Pikmin to stay awake. I think I could have played whatever and been fine. As long as it wasn't like game that everyone falls asleep to. I think I would have stayed awake. Pikmin was a great game to play though. I was gonna do Pikmin Randomizer, I think. But it didn't work, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna play Pikmin. And it was kinda awesome. Pikmin broke me. We know. Or at least I know. I was there. You only think that because you died to Smoky Prog or whatever. You had fucking Pikmin extinction happen. Oh, Twitch, get them. Get them, Twitch. They said something they can't say. Reporting their account as we squeak. Squeak, squeak. Yeah, I just want to make more videos. Looking at it right now, my idea is just making one video of Metal Gear Solid 2. It wouldn't be like, here's the series, or here's me playing through the whole game. It would be like, remember that one time I fucked around for like 2 hours and I got barely anything done? And I like fell off the same cliff like 30 times? What if that was a video, you know? I thought about making the April Fool's Day streaming video, but obviously kind of can't anymore. Past that point. It's Whack-A-Plant. You've still never made it past day 5. And that's okay. Something I've come to realize as a Pikmin fan through a lot of being online and seeing people be like, or telling people to play Pikmin and they're like, oh, I just thought it was okay, is that the game is not for everyone. Not everyone sees the things I see in it, and that's okay. You know, I love that game to death, and I always will. But, you know, obviously, not gonna be everyone's GOAT. Not a 10 out of 10 game to anyone. Pikmin 2, on the other hand. I get more when I play more of the games, perchance. I started with 3, and then I did 1, 2, 4. There goes Luigi. Pikmin 1 is a very special game to me. Which is unfortunate, because the first time I played it, it was on stream, and I'm pretty sure, no, I'm not pretty sure, I know that all those VODs are gone. I have someone in Call of talking to. Damn. Big fire. Oh, also, obviously, thinking about making a Mario Kart World video. You know, easy idea to be like, wow, it's Mario Kart World. Here is me playing Mario Kart World. You like it? I just found it janky? No, that's completely fair. I understand. It is the jankiest game. But, you know, I'm definitely, like, used to the jank by now. Oh, not this fucking minigame again. Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 4 are definitely, like, more well-rounded experiences, I would say. But Pikmin 1 is, like, it's a piece of art, you know? And Pikmin 4 is also, like, I love that game. It's another top 10 game for me. That game is beautiful. A lot of fun. Plenty of great things to be done. However, the auto lock is kind of annoying. The auto lock is kind of annoying, and it's kind of just too easy. Those are my only 2 real complaints, but damn, the auto lock one thing really pisses me off. Edit the VOD of playing all the tracks and call it the day. Honestly, I could probably do that pretty quickly too, I bet. Yeah, I probably will do that. It's just I'm trying to I'm trying to get some more Lethal out with V70 already upon us. I have like a lot of V69 clips to get through. You know, I don't want to like be posting a bunch of outdated videos. So, you know, the next Lethal video will be like, I'm gonna try to get the rest of my V69 stuff in it, and then that'll be like a huge load off my shoulders, because then I'll only have like 4 more sessions of like shit to look through. Oh, that's me getting a Zatar. Yeah, it's, you know, the future's looking bright. I just need to put in the time, basically. More Lethal. Mario Kart, the Wind Waker video. Made the cut. I haven't, like, deleted anything yet, Dreidel, don't worry. Everything from before, so, actually, I could check. I've just played so much Lethal recently, too, is the thing. Right now, my earliest recording, I think, is properties from early May. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the washroom. So, it could definitely just make the cut, Dreidel. We back. As I was saying, right now, in terms of videos and like sessions, everything from before the start of May has already been like put into a video or like gotten rid of. Obviously, you know, the points where nothing happens. The next video, it's probably going to be a lot of sessions, but a lot of the times when I play with my IRLs, it's 1 hour, so it won't be too much. But the next video is going to be mostly my IRL friends, because at May, we didn't really play Lethal. What fucking way am I supposed to move this? Oh, I'm not. Okay. But the next video is going to have very little of BAM people. If we're being real, probably like 3 or 4 minutes of content. Hi, Ant. It's mostly going to be me and my real-life friends, because we played a lot of Lethal at that time period. Donkey Kong, where the fuck are you going? You can't be this stupid. But after that, when we get to V70 videos, there'll be a lot of, like, a lot more Dreidel, a lot more Donkey Kong is drowning. A lot more Gabe. Yeah, Dreidel. Which, you know, I get it. It is kind of unfortunate, because usually in my videos I try to have everyone shine. What do you mean again? But it's gonna be very, very focused on what a smaller group of people. He's fine. He's clearly above the water. He didn't drown this time, or any time, okay? But V70, when we get to that, it's gonna be, I think it's going to be a really good mix of people. Maybe. We'll see. Yahoo! Something that's been happening recently is I'll be listening to music, and I have like my Spotify linked to my Discord. And then H will randomly DM me like, damn, he's really listening to music. Or some shit like that. And it's pretty funny, I think. Sometimes he sends me music, and usually it's pretty fire. That's fire, Dreidel. I was listening to I Don't Love You by My Chemical Romance, And then I get a Discord TM, and it's a screenshot of me listening to I Don't Love You, and he says, really on that grind? I'm like, yeah, you know, I like My Chemical Romance. You caught me. I was listening to that. You are right. I just don't really know what I'm supposed to say. I saw MCR. Yeah, I listened to a lot of MCR. Danger Days, yeah. I like Danger Days a lot. It's probably my third favorite album from them of the four I've listened to, the four they have. But it's still really good. I think it's one of their... Well, I think it's a great album. I gave it like an 8 out of 10, I think, and I stand by that. He caught my ass listening to Danganronpa. Oh, hell nah, Dreidel. The Dreidel head or Danganronpa. Saw them live back in 2022. Damn. That's sick. I would go to concerts, but I, you know, don't really have the money to justify it. Moment of weakness. I'm probably not ever seeing MCR live, and that's okay. I am perfectly content with re-listening to the albums and having it in my rotation. Oop. I've introduced a bunch of my friends to MCR too. Oh my god, Donkey Kong is owning me, kind of, and that's not good. I'm not in Montreal, you dickhead. Also, there's a place pretty close to Montreal that that I'm sure artists would love to perform in. MCR is coming to Chile in 2026, but I'm not that big of a fan to go see them live. Completely fair. I mean, I literally own one vinyl total. I don't think I'm at the part of my Toronto. Yeah, that is the one I was thinking of. That reminds me, someone was talking today. They were like, I was working, and they're like, oh, I'm thinking about moving here. I'm from Toronto, but I want to live here instead. Like, oh wow, that's interesting, because I actually have like some family in Toronto. And then they go, yeah, I fucking hate that place. I'm like, damn, kind of real for that. She just fucking hated Toronto. And that was just really awkward. I was like, oh yeah, here's your seat. Ready? No. Oh dear, that's me getting owned. I don't think I'm seeing any artists live for quite a while. Which, you know, I'm pretty chill with that. I'm happy enough listening to them on Spotify. MCR, they did a remastered version of 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge recently. And that was, you know, that was exciting enough. Even though I'm probably not gonna like listen to, probably just gonna listen to the original, but it's still cool. I've been listening to it. What are your thoughts, Ant? I've kind of, like, I like it. I think it's cool to have the remaster, but I think the original just has a certain vibe, a certain, like, it feels like there's more punch in the original, you know? A bit more, like, edgy, and I kind of like it more. Not much of it changed, that is true. But I still like the original more. However, I will say it's the fucking the Jet Set Life or whatever is gonna kill you. I do like that, the remastered version of that way more. Yeah, that's how I feel, and luckily we live in a world where you have both versions, so you know, it doesn't matter if I want it more clear. if I want things to be more clear, I can listen to that version. If I want to the original experience more edge, I can listen to that version. And if I really want to have fun, I turn on Danger Days. I love that album. Oh!
Miss.
Damn, it is the 20th anniversary of Black Parade, huh? That's crazy. That is probably my favorite album of all time, I think. There's a couple in contention. Holy bad. They got me. Be nice. Getting updated mixes? Oh yeah, for sure. I'm so glad they skipped I Brought You My Bullets. I am not an I Brought You My Bullets hater, but easily their worst album. There's only a couple songs from it that I really like.
Finish.
Like Early Sunsets Over Monroeville. That song is so good. It's so good. I got 7 coins. I don't think I'm winning this game of Mario Party 1. Which is okay, because I can't even remember if I won the first game I played today. Do. Yeah. I'm so excited for... We're living in such a good time. 7 early, but actually, when are we playing? I don't know. We're in such... Like, right now, I feel like it's gonna be a bit... I'm kind of... I was kind of Mario Partied out before, while also, like... I mean, like, oh, it's kind of a lot of work to, like, set it up. I've kind of, like, when we play Mario Party, I've got to be, like, on a little bit, you know?
Ready? Go.
Probably not this week, but around next week, I'll probably be ready. I'm still on, like, my Mario Kart World shit. I want to play a lot more of that. So I really like that game. And it's a lot of fun. Especially once I get my, my audio back so I can have Discord and the game open. Or the game audio at the same time. That game is so fun, and I've seen a lot of people say they hate it.
New record.
It really is ridiculous, because it's like, I get it. I get, you know, the transition tracks, the intermissions. Obviously not on the same level of quality, but I think a lot of them are pretty fun, pretty enjoyable, while also, like it's fine. A lot of people that don't own the game say they hate it, yeah. But it's like, I get it, you know, there could be more going on, especially for a lot of them. Even though there was like 200, like, or whatever intermission tracks, you know, what good are they if, well, not that, but it's like, it kind of gets held back if a lot of them don't get a lot of effort put into give us the option to not play them. Yeah, that's where I'm going with this. Like, in most situations, like, if I'm playing with friends at my home, I've got my crew together, we could just play the 3-track courses. If I'm playing online with my friends in a lobby, we can just play the 3-track courses. In the Grand Prix, you can't, and I think it's fine there. I think it's fun enough. An enjoyable time. And I think the only really place it's missing is online. I think there should be an option for, like, 3-track only or whatever. Or intermissions off, like, lobbies. Or, like, even, like, a sort of Elite Smash thing. Just make that. Just, like, make a toggle, like, I want intermissions on, I want them off. And you're good. But a lot of people will be like, this game is actual garbage. This is the worst Mario Kart game. This game is bad. And that's just not true. Like, it is so easily a good game. Like, if you're calling it bad, not even like mid or anything, you're saying it's bad? Just because you have to play the intermission tracks online and Knockout Tour isn't like the funnest thing in the world? That's kind of dumb, you know?
Finish.
Like, if in terms of content, you have everything Mario Kart Wii has, not the Nintendo Defender. This is why I don't usually I haven't been going up to bat for Mario Kart World. Because I know it's like, oh, the Nintendo guy's talking, of course he likes the game. But I will defend it on my own stream. It literally has the same amount of content of Mario Kart Wii in terms of 3-lap tracks. You can play them in versus, and you can play them online with friends. That's kind of all you really need. The driving's still good, the mechanics are still good. But, however, the Grand Prix mode, it could be better. I would at least wish that, I feel like most of the transition or the intermission tracks they have there are pretty good, but I wish they were all better. I wish it was just more interesting, more blended in with the kind of vibe you get from tracks, like with the desert one. If there's more quicksand on the road or something, maybe a sand tornado and dry desert, just throw that somewhere. That'd be kind of cool, right? But at the same time, bad, really? Volcanic, that is stupid. But it's I'll obviously dog shit mechanic, but it's not the biggest deal, I feel like. In a first playthrough, I still unlocked how many characters did it unlock from Kamek? 10. I got 3 or 4 of them, which is a fair amount, I played a bit more with my friends and in general, and I got 2 more of them. I think in a first playthrough you could get a decent amount. So I'm okay, who cares? And for some of them you can just grind. Some of them are easy to grind for, while some of them it sucks stick to. It feels yeah, Fishbone seems impossible. Swoop seems impossible. Contour seems pretty tough, even though Dreidel got it really quick. But when I grinded for Rocky Wrench and Cataquack and Peepa, it was really not that bad. I just played on a course I thought they would appear on once or twice, and then boom bada bing, I would get them. I'm still on team, this mechanic is fucking stupid, or it could have been implemented better. But I think oh, Mario Kart World is bad because of this is it just doesn't make sense. I think it's an 8 out of 10. Probably is where I'm also sitting, maybe 8.5. I think I just like the transition tracks more than a lot of people. I still think the 3-lap ones are better, but I think the transition tracks are still decent enough.
New record.
So you got them through open world quests as well. That'd be cool. There also could be more to do in the open world. Where I'm at right now is I have a fun time just fucking around in it, goofing off, hitting the little switches or whatever. But there could have been any sort of mission mode or whatever. There could have been a go to this world and do these few things, and then you fight the boss. And then it's just, I don't know, you race the boss or something. It's extra challenge. Could have been cool. But the open world, it's like, it's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I enjoy doing it. It's especially as someone who likes, sometimes I'm like, man, I have nothing to do. It's been pretty easy to just be like, man, I have nothing to do. Oh well, I'm gonna boot up Mario Kart World and drive around and have fun listening to the music. And it does have really good music. I've said it many times at this point, it is easily the best Mario Kart soundtrack, which is a very high honor if you think about it. Like, you look at the whole series, and like, you know, maybe for Super Mario Kart, Super Circuit 64, you know, they got some like good songs, a couple bops, but it's not like a, oh, I love every song in this game. But then you get to like Mario Kart DS and like Mario Kart Wii, and you're like, okay, this is kind of fire. Double Dash. How long before the next entirely new Zelda game? Are we doing predictions? Okay, Tears of the Kingdom was what, 2023? Oh, it's me. I don't know where it is, by the way, I just guessed. I think the next Zelda game... I think it will be late 2027, early 2028. That is my guess.
Finish.
There you go, DK. What is 2-ish, 3-ish years ago? Yeah. I'm kind of thinking about, like, the gap between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, as well as the gap between, what, Skyward Sword and, Breath of the Wild. I'm Bowser. Bye. I think one thing, and you could quote me for this for damn sure, is we're getting one mainline Zelda. Zelda series is actually over. They'll reboot it and de-twinkify Link. Let's go. I've been waiting for the de-twinkification arc. No more open world Zelda, please. I know, dude. Now, obviously, take my Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom opinion with a grain of salt, as someone who has watched the games rather than has played the games. But it's just not it, man. They got rid of, like, the tried and true, phenomenal formula they had, and then made it shitty open world, go around and touch thing with no actual challenge. Here's 1 million shrines. Here's a wall. Climb it for a year. Here's your weapon. Never mind, it broke. If they de-twinkify Link, that's not Link anymore. People just throw that word around if we're being for real. I don't think every Link has always been a twink, right? Like, maybe I'm just like, I don't know the word good enough. Or maybe it's just a straight person thing. With Breath of the Wild and like Tears of the Kingdom Link, yeah, I get it. You know, I could see how that one's a twink. Even with even with Ocarina, it was a different time, but I'm willing to be like, you know what, maybe you guys have a point. Maybe he's kind of a twink. But for like Twilight Princess and like Skyward Sword, I don't really get those vibes. Give Wario a star. Fuck Wario. Breath of the Wild is a tech demo for Tears of the Kingdom. That is true. He is 100% a twink. See, like, I just don't... Like, Skyward Sword, I don't know. It's just... The way he acts in Skyward Sword specifically is so goofy. And I don't know how to describe it other than just so straight. When is the Wario twink era? That was, the 60... No, it definitely wasn't 64 era. I was trying to think which Wario era is his most Twink-like. Twinks can be straight. I know, but like, I don't know how to describe it. He's not fruity, I guess. I don't know. I don't know enough about Twinks. When I think about Twinks, I think like, I don't know, did we play the same game? Well, I actually quit Skyward Sword very early because I didn't like it. He's still a Twink on Sky. Really? Twink is about, I guess. I feel like there's more to it than that, but I don't know. On the internet, Twink has gotten so like, my brain's been fucked because people just use that word synonymously with like bottom or sub or whatever. Leave Wario alone. Wario will take one of Yoshi's coins, and it's off to the races. Fuck you! Oh no! My coin bag! You get back! Stop it! Fuck. Come here, you monkey! Booyah! Give it to me. Booyah! Fuck. My coin bag! Fuck you. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't take my Twink opinions too seriously, I guess is -8, fuck. I guess if we're going on body type, like I guess I see it. I don't know. In like Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, he just seems like he's not like, I don't know. He's slightly skinny. If his body type feels pretty average, you know. Like I don't get what's so Twinky about him. It just feels like he's got normal body type, but he's like, I don't know, he's kind of fit, a little tall. Twunk? What the fuck is that? Just making things up now. It's the Lucky Bowser event. And then the other games, he's like 10, so you can't call him a twink, or else you'll get arrested. I also don't. Twink. I feel like Ant's been on a side of the internet that I just would never want to go to. Oh boy, it's Bash and Cash. Since 06. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. When I was on the internet as a kid, we didn't like... I didn't do Wild West shit like you probably did. I fucking played Club Penguin and Roblox. Played it with my friends. It was a good time. You bitch, Luigi. Ah, I thought I was getting that. I was on, yeah, I was like watching, or not, I was playing Club Penguin, and I would occasionally watch some like fucking Disney TV show on a website. This person was shit talking me in a different server. Wait, no, it is Slay. Goes, no, it wasn't me. It was her. She said the thing about you being a League player and not taking a shower. Oh, we homies. Crazy they try to play it off like nothing happened. As if it wasn't posted in T-Clocking County. The other thing, back to the Mario Kart World topic, that I've been subjected to is my friend's like a big Sonic fan. And, you know, there's that Sonic Racing game coming out. And he's been all like, oh, this is the one that's going to beat Mario Kart, guys. Which, we all know that's not going to happen. But, I don't know what he was on, but we were talking about, like, Mario Kart World and Sonic Cross Worlds or whatever. And it was like, yeah, I'm probably going to get Sonic Cross Worlds pretty quickly. Because Mario Kart World is a $700 game. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? $700? I was like, oh, well, I've got to buy the system. And that makes Cross Worlds better. That I don't have to do that. And I'm like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean $700? And I was like, no, you buy the system, the game. That doesn't make the game $700. He's right. He's not. Okay. In a sense of him specifically, where he's like, yeah, I don't want to buy a Switch 2 just for Mario Kart. Like, I get that. And I get that he already has a computer that can play Sonic Cross Worlds. However, that doesn't make Mario Kart World a $700 game and Sonic Cross Worlds like a whatever $90 game it was. What it makes is Mario Kart World a $700 game and Sonic Cross Worlds like a $2,000 game because you have to get a fucking PC or whatever. Like it's just stupid logic, but I explained that to him and I was like, oh yeah. And then I think he brought it up again on Twitter and I was like, oh. But Hatsune Miku and like Dragon and Joker Persona. I've thought about, I'm kind of thinking about getting the, hey, I won, that's crazy, the Sonic game, and I'm kind of like, nah. The gameplay I've seen hasn't been like, it hasn't blown me away. It doesn't seem like another All-Stars Racing Transformed, which was the GOAT Sonic Racer. And it's cool they have the characters, but like, like Hatsune Miku's obviously pretty cool, and Joker from Persona, and the guy from Yakuza, but like, it just doesn't seem like that great. Like, I'm sure it'll be good, or at the very least serviceable. And Steve, well, Smash Ultimate has Steve, and look at where that has led us, to a fucking shithole. I'm definitely not playing Cross Worlds. I was thinking about it because it could be like a decent enough time, I'm sure, but Smash also has Joker. Exactly. They really were reheating Smash Bros. Nachos. What if we did one more, guys? But the thing is, like, the reason those reveals are so special in Smash Bros. Is they do, like, so much for them. You get your own stage, you get your fucking, like, Smash Brothers remixes, obviously the character, designing a whole character moveset. In Sonic, it seems like they get a track, which, you know, is cool, and then they get the character on the car, and that seems to be it. It's a lot cooler to have, like, I don't know, them fighting in Smash Bros. Than Sonic and Steve racing on a Minecraft stage. At least that's how it feels to me. I'm sure for a lot of people it's like, holy shit, this is the coolest thing in the world. The Yakuza's car, Yakuza's... I'm dying. Yakuza guy's car looks like a dragon. Say that again? Like a what? Fuck it. is another game with great music. I love Mario Party music. Obviously, it's not on Mario Kart level, but they have like a lot of fire songs. Like the one we're about to hear. However, in Jamboree, I noticed the songs aren't as good. Like Peach Birthday Cake. That's one of them bad songs. That's why I said Mario Kart is better as a whole, because you got songs like fucking Peach's Birthday Cake in this game. Jamboree is so ass. Dude, that Dylan Twitter trailers we talked about before, it was so fucking funny. I do agree with a lot of it, and if I don't agree with it, I see where he's coming from. Especially in the context of whatever being like the okay tier. I respect that. Dude, it was like what I was like. I was at work and I'd get my phone out and I would go on to Twitter and be like, alright, what's the newest reply? Because he's just owning everyone. Everyone thinks they could be like, what? Your take is so dog shit because of this, this, and this. And I'll be like, well, I actually felt this for this reason. And then I'll be like, fuck you. I can't believe how much that tweet blew up. I saw a bunch of quote tweets. I saw one, and it's from people who like don't know him and like also are kind of just like dumb. Yeah, I can't believe he got called a pedo. Like that had anything to do with it. Definitely left his target audience. There was that one like Twitter user with the link PFP. It was like, oh, this is so stupid. This guy hates Nintendo games, guys. It's literally just sharing his opinion. So how dare you do that? You must hate video games as a whole if you don't like, if you only think Nintendo Switch had 4 good games. Like, we gotta kill you, man. Oh, you liked Tetris. he did respond to one of them with like, what's wrong with Tetris? And then they just didn't respond, or at least at the time of this happening. Someone from Japan was like, this list is interesting, and he said, arigato gozaimasu. That's one of my favorite ones. I thought about retweeting it. So many people are like, I don't know. It feels like they don't do any like critical thinking. Be like, why he put it. Yeah, you don't fuck with Mario Party? I think he fucked with Mario Party. If he hates all these games, why would he buy them? It's like, huh? I wonder why. I was like, he was on a Let's Play channel. I especially see it from like it's, he very clearly, like, the first reply under it is like, oh, the Nintendo Switch has a lot of these like bite-sized activities where it's like you just go to place and do thing that, and he talks about like, I don't like those, you know, that makes a lot of sense, completely fair. And then somehow you have 5 million people saying, oh, but Breath of the Wild was fire though. but Mario Odyssey is really good, Dylan. Honestly, it's I guess it's because Dylan replies to everything. It's shocking that Dawn's tier list didn't get like flamed more. But that's what's so awesome about Dylan. He just goes at it. Like, that's his day. This is what he did today. He replied to people on Twitter and had a grand old time doing it. Oh yeah, he didn't buy 90% of the games. Yeah. It's like all his opinions are like completely justified. People will be like, what? Mario Kart or Mario Golf ruined gaming? And then it's like, did we really not figure out that this is the like a sort of continuation thing of, oh, Breath of the Wild did this, and this is another game following that trend that Breath of the Wild set, in turn setting, like, keeping the trend going. Wario's dead. Yeah. Everything he said was correct. And that's not in terms of, like, he put this on this, like, Metroid Dread in whatever tier. Like, that's not a... Like, that's an opinion. Right? Like, that's not a, this is the correct placement. The correct placement is wherever you feel like it should go. Because it's your tier list. His Twitter payout about to be crazy. Oh, J-Mac, he don't got Twitter Blue. Oh, no. He don't got Twitter Blue. He ain't getting no payout. I think that's how it works. Da, 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 da. I just saw Coney making a lot. Coney, he doesn't have Twitter Blue, but he does, yeah, here's the Twitter ain't ready for me to talk about One Piece. He's like, I don't know, that tweet popped off, the tier list one. For Coney, though, it's, I don't think he has Twitter Blue, but he is affiliated with, a company which gives him Twitter Blue, so Coney did make a lot of money. But Dylan's just a regular old Twitter user doing it for the love of the game. Doing it because he's got his nuanced takes. And he's got reasons for them, and you're gonna hear them. I saw one reply being like, why are you replying to everything in the thread, bro? That's so cringe. It's an open forum, like, let people criticize you. And it's like, yeah, no shit, it's an open forum, so he should be allowed to respond to people's criticisms of the tier list, as well as criticizing and picking apart the responses. I don't know, there's so many, like, so many stupid people, I'll say it. And it was just so funny. I said this before when I was talking about work, but during my break, I was just looking through the replies. It was so good. The Tetris guy deleted the post. Insane. We love Dylan. If only Friends Without Benefits didn't die. If only Major didn't get the 9 to 5. At least we had Summer Games Fest, guys. Only he kept fucking streaming. If only. At least Ouija's come back. Nice to see. Dawn, I haven't tuned into him recently, but it seems like he streams pretty consistently. And then Major might as well be dead. Dawn streams regularly? Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Ouija's coming back. Dylan appears in things sometimes. With Twitch over the one emote? What, did he get in trouble with Heck Party again? Surely not. I hate watching that. You just hate his community though, right? Sorry, my like noses. It's like puffy or something. Yeah, just kind of a cringe community. I've heard horror stories about Darkle. The first time he got in trouble? Oh, I see. Fuck that guy. Yeah, it feels like a lot of FWAB mods, I've heard some negative things about Re-Evolution too. Personally, I'm not like a Re-Evolution fan because I've had like a couple bad interactions. Obviously, Scuzz was a whole thing. So, are there any good FWAB mods out there? At least one Turant's an Alpharad mod. That's why here at Toad the Builder we have the best mods. Hobo in the corner. How's he? He seems pretty chill from what I've seen. There are some flop chatters I like, obviously because of the overlap, but you know, you got iconic people like Fooly Cooly Rocks. The 3 green names. This might be an awkward time to bring this up, but JMac is coming up as orange for me. Who are you? Oh, she probably meant Moobot, I see. Green for me? Damn, Twitch just fucking hates me. Oh, he's showing up as like a bluish green on the stream chat too. J-Mac, I think you just need to pick a name color. You're on that random shit. Oh yeah, the other reason I need to stream more is I need to farm more subs. Because I realized if I'm gonna have like people like be sub to me, I don't want to be like, here's a few streams a month. Like that feels a little lame. And so we will try to aiming for the 3 streams a week, if not more. To really get that money, you know. Besides, I'll get an extra like 5 cents in ads. It's coin shower flower. For her, so I don't give a fuck about consistency. That's fair, but we got people like Khan or like H, who have like, or like Aliga who've subbed. And it's like, okay, like sometimes like when Khan subbed, it was like they subbed and I streamed again, and then I didn't stream for a week. And then I streamed 2 times, and then I didn't stream for a week. Like, shit like that kept happening. Now, I feel kind of bad. I want it to at least be a worthy investment. I still need to get Twitch emotes. I would have Tabby draw them for me, but she's busy drawing things for her wife.
Finish.
At least I have sub badges, though. That I never get to see because everyone's a founder. Damn, Beardle's a founder and a current hype train conductor. What the fuck? He's got everything. It's like a 3-letter no word. Oh dear. JXR. Mr. Worldwide. Oh, Tabby is gay. If that's what we were talking about. Oh dear. Not that word. Let's go over this side. Water goes clear to go. Don't worry, Slay, I know. I knew immediately. Yag! Dude, that was a crazy reveal when Peztown was like, yeah, Yag backwards K. That one got me. Speaking of reveals, that's right guys, Persona 4 Revival. I don't think the Tabby and Pez reveal is surprising at all. Many have been saying this. It's just the Mika Ame reveal part 2. Everyone knew. Am I purple now? Let me refresh my page. I refreshed it and you were purple, J-Mac, but before you were orange. I see you as purple now, though. But it doesn't seem to be like Slay, where like their color change has appeared on stream. Y'all are still seeing green. I refreshed and I see purple. Here, let me refresh Twitch chat. Maybe it'll make you purple, J-Mac. Your dream will come true. It's cause I clear him? Bamcart 1 says otherwise. Why is she H colored? I know H is a bit darker. Porrid. It's Shy Guy Says, one of the best ones in this game. Don't worry guys, in the Mario Party retrospective video, we will talk about how all the mini games in this game are dog shit. We're gonna talk about how the boards are dog shit, the mini games are dog shit, the game's just dog shit. It's just a really bad game. The mechanics are just not really there. Or any that are there are just like, oh whoops, I thought I won for some reason. Wario died. All the mechanics are either bare bones or non-existent. I'm gonna make a retrospective and get 1 million views. Yo. 5-hour video essay? Nah. I'm probably gonna aim for like... I don't want to like make it too long. I don't think I have like an extreme amount to be like, and in this minigame in particular, it's bad because of this, this, and this. Now, let's go down to the next minigame. That's right, it's bad because of this, this, and this. I don't want to be too redundant. I feel like Mario Party 1 I could like knock out pretty easily in 10 to 15 minutes. Mario Party 2 and 3 would probably take a bit more explaining. Honestly, Mario Party 5 I could probably pick apart pretty quickly. 7-2 I think I could like get through my thoughts of that game pretty swiftly. I think 4, 6, and 8 would take like more explaining. Maybe 7-2, maybe. 9 obviously is gonna take more explaining. 10 we're gonna breeze through because it's fucking Mario Party 10.
Ready? Go!
I've just been in a mood to make a video like that. I've watched like a bunch of videos lately that are just kind of like talking or explaining things. There's that like Ouija Plays video. There's a Scott the Woz video I watched recently about like live service games. Like a Mario 64 video. I was explaining some complex shit that I watched. Just, you know, a bit of inspiration perhaps. Boing. And that's Bobsled Run. Hooray.
Go!
Who is Bob? He's the sled. Watch him run. It's turn 8. I might have made a mistake playing another board. Bob the Builder. Insane reference. Oh, J-Mac did not appear as purple on stream after the refresh. He's red now. Say that again? Can he fix it? He's yellow for me. So many beautiful colors you could choose. It's Knockblock Tower. Watch Yoshi soar through this. I also want to do another Mario Party 2 speedrun. I think I brought this up like a bunch, but it's gotta happen. Like, I could improve on my time so much. Come on, so many one-player minigames. No one likes these. Here's Peach playing Whack-A-Plant, guys. Hope you enjoy. I'm opening Steam. Looking at my library. Wait a minute. Who's playing 100 Line The Last Defense? Oh, it's Gahara.txt. Oh, I do gotta stream Portal 2 at some point. Need to hop on 100 Line? Yes, dude, yes! I've been having so much fun. Finish. 100 fucking endings, dude. 60 novels worth of dialogue they put in that game. And I'm gonna get all 100. I think I have 9 endings right now. Probably approaching 10. Time for the minigame, guys. That's right. It's Facelift. Oh, Bowser's so scary. I'm so glad to have the Switch too. Now when I stream Pikmin 4 for, which will be my second playthrough of the game in total, it's gonna look way prettier, it's gonna run better, I think, and it's gonna be so worth it, and that makes me very happy. And the same can be said about, like, basically all the Switch games. Better load times and better frame rate is pretty cool. You know, the other cool thing about the Switch 2 is that they have a functioning eShop. I don't know if y'all have been on it, but that motherfucker just works. And they will still have Hentai World on, like, the front page or whatever the fuck. But at least the eShop loads and looks nice. Time to play Brothership? No. God, I wish Dylan put Brothership on his list and put it in, how much of it is hentai. I've only seen a little bit so far. On the eShop, I've seen like 1 or 2 hentai games. I didn't browse for too long, to be fair. I browsed for a little bit, saw that a cute rhythm game was releasing soon. Honey Pop Player. I don't think I've like... I think I played that game. I like played through the story in like 1 session. Well, quote unquote story. And then I just never booted it up again. I was like, alright, I played it. And you know what? It was a good puzzle game. I've never played Honey Bop. It certainly is an experience. It is a 5 out of 10 game. In my humble opinion. Alright, didn't fuck up. Honey Pop, why didn't Wario get any money? He literally, it's just a random mini game. I can't get mad at this every time. Honey Pop is, I mean, it was fun. for like a couple hours. And then after a while, it was like, okay, this really is just the same thing over and over again. The gameplay loop got tiring after a bit, and I was like, okay, I'm probably never beating this game up again. And I never did. It's just kind of tedious, and it doesn't really mix things up after a certain point. But, you know, for the first while, it's a blast. Do 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 do. There goes Peach's starter. Man, I still got my file explorer open. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to delete some files, some MKVs. It's Wario time. Oh boy, another one-player minigame. This will be fun. That's right, folks. It's pedal power. Can you rotate your stick fast enough? Everyone grab a stick and start rotating. Check TMs, oh dear. What? I can't believe you said that. I'm gonna lose. Pedal power fucking sucks. Oh, I've seen this before, Dreidel. Jamboree 2. They're not making another Jamboree. Surely. And I mean surely, this time for sure. After a whole, not 2 console generations of no good Mario parties, surely, and don't call me Shirley, but surely, we go back to the old formula, the Mario Party 2 formula, the Mario Party 3 formula, the formula used time and time again for games up until 9. Surely that's what we do. Please, Nintendo, please, just make them like you used to. Stop with this. If here's your partner. Here's infinite coins. Everyone needs to have fun. You're 5 years old, and if you're losing, you're gonna cry. Our game can't be associated with that. Superstars was good. Superstars was okay. Superstars is a worse version of, well, it's kind of, it's, for board play, it kind of does its own thing, but it picks shitty boards. The mini games are pretty good, but some of them get ruined, and the boards are shitty. Playing, like, there's no strategizing. It's, let's get a million fucking coins and then just do whatever we want. When you give everyone the power to do anything they want, the game boils down to being completely random, is the problem. We will be getting partners, single-player minigames, bad boards, med minigames, a car, Bowser mode, Bowser Party. Is ND Cube still the developers for Mario Party? They must be, right? Amiibo Festival. They really gotta take them off. Put anyone else on, goddammit. We really trusted the people who made fucking Wii Party with Mario Party time and time again after countless failures. TK is back to being a space. Well, at least they're making it more like 6. I'm haunted! Bring back cutting soft, please. Respect Wii Party, motherfucker. Listen here, it is a random game. The minigames are just okay, kind of simple. They're kind of all too simple. There's really nothing, like, Like when you're playing Mario Party, you got the simple games where like, okay, that was alright. Especially with the recent ones. But you also have like Bookswarm comes up and like, holy shit, this is so much fun. Trace Race, Dungeon Duos, all of that in Mario Party 4. Mario Party 5, you got Leaf Leap. You got What Goes Up in Mario Party 6. You got Catch You Letter. You got the fucking control stick. These are like these sick fucking mini games. And Wii Party, it's just a really simple. It will always be just a simple idea, and that's the mini game. And there's way less charm to it too. There's like a mini game where it's like run through the sheep or some shit. 8 had the best minigames. Oh, that is a hot take and a half. Not minigames? Minigame? Okay, that's different. I don't know. When I think of my favorite minigames, I don't really think of 8 at all. I assume, Dreidel, you're talking about the Chomp Wash. 8 and DS are the oldest ones I played. For Mario Party? Okay, I've talked about Mario Party before, but to clue you in on my sort of tier list, the best ones are 6, 4, and... oh, you're talking about jerking it, okay. 2 and 3. 2, 3, 4, and 6, I think are the best Mario Parties. And then a bit below that, you have 7 and 8. Which are, honestly, 2's probably on the same tier as 7 and 8, but, you know, who cares? It's kind of splitting hairs. Which are still great Mario Parties. And then, a little below that is probably DS, Superstars. Those are the ones we can call good / okay, because DS is, and Superstars is just okay. Then, below that, we get to the bad games. And we have Jamboree, right? And in my opinion, Mario Party 5. And then below that is the worst games. You have Mario Party 9 in its own tier. And then below that, we have Mario Party 10 and Super Mario Party. And also Mario Party Island Tour, I guess. And then in the supreme dog shit tier is Mario Party Top 100. Which is easily the worst one. But if we're talking about consoles, the worst one is definitely 10. It's gotta be 10. Hi Connor. Nice to see you. 10 easily the worst. And then, oh, I didn't even mention 1. Oh shit, that actually, I think I like 1 more than 10. I think it's 10, 1, Super Mario Party, Jamboree, Mario Party 5, Superstars, Mario Party 7, Mario Party 8, Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3, Mario Party 4, Mario Party 6. I think I got them all. Fuck, I missed 9. 9 is below Jamboree. I like it more than Jamboree, but it's definitely not as good game. Jamboree and 5 are about the same for me. Yeah, I agree. It's memory match. But the thing about 5 is it's kind of two different things for Jamboree. It does a lot of new stuff good. Well, I think 5 does a lot of old stuff good. And I'm much happier that we've gotten 5 than Jamboree, because I think 5 really paved the way for 6, 7, and 8. Kind of how like Mario Party 1 paved the way for 2 and 3. Realize how late it is. Yeah, I worked today, so I started stream late. Now we're here. The thing is, like, Jamboree is probably like it's just a better version of Super Mario Party. It takes some good ideas from like Superstars, but it's still ass. I don't understand. Gotta go to sleep. Alright. Good night, young Dreidel. Thanks for hanging out. I don't understand how we're living in the fantasy world where Nintendo doesn't wake the fuck up and just make one like the older days. It's especially weird because I see their other franchises. I see like Mario Kart and like, yeah, they tried something new, but it like, I would say the Mario Kart world, the gimmick in that game of the whole world, I think it works relatively well. I see something like, say, Pikmin 4, I think they expand in great ways. It's also something you'll notice about Pikmin 4 is they didn't fucking make it dog shit. They didn't like, say, add a fucking big car. I'm gonna make Mario Party World, oh dear. Like, Pikmin 4 is largely like Pikmin 1, 2, and 3. They didn't make some crazy, wacky change to the franchise. They made some, like... They added, you know, about the things you would expect them to add. Damn, I barely got anything. And they kept the gameplay really good. You know, they brought caves back, used them in an interesting way. The worlds are pretty different, they feel like a lot more open and expansive. Not only that, but Pikmin 4 has a fucking Pikmin 1 mode in it. That game is so good. And then we look at, say, another game. What's another Switch game that I like? I'm thinking. I'll look at Mario Maker 2, for example. Oh, actually, I need to pause this game. I don't think I changed the message too fast. Perfect. For Mario Maker 2, it's like very clearly a sequel. Is this in regards to Twitter finding Dylan's tier list? I wouldn't say that. It's just we're talking about Mario Party. But there are some... They kind of spawn from that, I guess. we have talked about Dylan's tier list multiple times tonight. But I look at Mario Maker 2, and it's very clearly a Mario Maker 1 sequel, but it expands in, like, interesting ways. They added story mode, they added the ninja thing, they added the world builder, and all of those, I think, are pretty good additions. Additions without sacrificing, you know, what happens in the game. Now, we look at Mario Party 9, and it's like, okay, there's the car mode, and the car mode is not very fun. That's cool. You know, whatever. And then you look at Mario Party 10 and they say, okay, the car mode wasn't fun, so let's just add another mode. But we keep the car mode with it. Why? What they could have done is say you make Mario Party 9 like just the normal sequel to Mario Party 8. You've got like new boards, it's traditional Mario Party, you know, the standard thing. But there's a car mode on the side. So if you want to do a car mode, you want to just do, and it has like, say, a couple boards, then you can choose the option to do the car mode, while also the main game is unchanged, because we pretty fucking clearly learned that people don't like the fucking car mode. But what happened instead from 9 to 10 is, they said, the car mode's ass, let's just add a second main mode, a second main mode that's different with the car mode. Let's just add Bowser Party, and then Amiibo Party. Let's have 2 co-main modes, and then if you want something more traditional, you could do our shitty Amiibo mode. But the problem with that was, the mode that people like, that people want to play, was the shitty Amiibo mode, and it really got no care in it at all. A lot of that mode, the most interesting parts about it is which fucking Amiibo you scan. Otherwise, it's just going in a straight line. Bowser Party was peak. Okay, the thing about Bowser Party is people play it with, they get their whole friend group together and play it with 5 people, and they have fun time goofing off in Mario Party. The mode itself, it's not well designed. it's not. They didn't make it good. It really hinges on you and your friend group. It especially doesn't lend itself to, holy shit, I'm getting fucked up, strategic play at all. Every time I've watched, and I'd like to put it out there, I have played Bowser mode myself. I do own Mario Party 10. But every time I've played or watched Bowser mode in Mario Party 10, it's always Bowser won immediately because he got some really lucky bullshit thing, or Bowser couldn't do anything because they just rolled too high. And it's like, it's fun, you know. You go into the water world and go, ooh, I'm drawing little things with the Wii U gamepad, and you can goof along with it. You can like, it gives you opportunities to like riff with other people, laugh with other people, have fun. These silly little moments that it presents you with. But the game itself is like, oh, I played a Bowser minigame and I lost 5 hearts because there's nothing I could fucking do because he targeted me. You play the fire bar minigame and he targets you and you can't do anything about it. It's, you lose. Better luck next time. And sometimes it's not even, oh man, it's unlucky that we rolled the fire bar minigame. Sometimes it's Bowser picked that minigame and got fucked. Most Nintendo fans even have 4 other friends to play with. Yeah. I think when you look at the Wii U era, you've got to understand that there's, 13 million Wii U sold. Not a lot of people were playing Bowser Party in the first place, but, like, if you wanted to. Like, it's not, especially in this day and age, it's not hard to find 4 other people to play a Nintendo game you like with. People like Nintendo, that's kind of a thing. Especially after the Wii era, families were more willing to get together and play stupid Nintendo games with each other. They play Wii Sports and goes, wow, that was fun. I am going to give more of these things a chance because this one thing was fun. Like, I definitely played Bowser Party with my family, and I've played it with my friends. However, the mode does suck. The other thing is, like, you know, I'm really tearing into Bowser Party. I don't think a factor for it is, oh, well, no one was playing it because no one had the friends. And that doesn't mean it wasn't, like, dog shit or anything, because no one experienced it. The analytical viewer might have noticed that when I was talking about the better games, 9 was a significant jump from 10, like a couple tiers above. That's because in Mario Party 9, they have the car gimmick, obviously, but they do it a lot better in that game than they do it in 10. In 10, it is awful. Every board is just not really fun. Like, there's just not really anything to do. Or about, not that, but more so it's just like, nothing interesting on the board happens. It's kind of just, you go place, and then that's it. In Mario Party 9, there would be more board events that would, like, actually contribute to things. We get it, you grew up with Mario Party 9. Eh. I grew up with Mario Party 10 more than 9. I had both, but I played Mario Party 10, I was like, When I played Mario Party 9, I was like, this is okay. I got like 10 when I was like, what? Actually, I think I was 10 years old. And I got 9 when I was like, I think 7 or 8, maybe 6. So I don't think there's enough of a gap for me to be like, wow, for Mario Party 9, I have so much nostalgia for it. I love it so much only because I played it as a kid, and then to have 10 be like, wow, this is awful. I've grown up so much, I can realize how dog shit this is. If anything, I grew up with Mario Party DS. That's probably the the one I played the most when I was like really young. And that one I think is just okay. And I see a lot of people say it's like the best one, and I just don't get it. I also played Mario Party 2 as a kid, because my cousin had an N64. I honestly don't think it's like... I think there's a little bias for 9 that like puts it where it is on my tier list, but I still think it's significantly better than 10. I think the boards are designed better. I think the minigames is way better. The music's way better. There's more fun modes. Well, people say Mario Party 1 is the best one. Yeah, like I think I'm coming from a reasonable place. I think my tier list is pretty fair, pretty sensical. It's not like, oh, 9 is my favorite one, and I love it so much I played it as a kid. It's so much better than 6 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 7 and 8. No, I think it's worse than those, but I think among the shitty era of Mario parties, it's in the upper tiers of it. Like, I think Superstars is better than 9. I think Jamboree is better than 9. But I think Super and 10 are worse than 9. That's where I stand. Do you play the GBA one? No. I did not play Mario Party Advance. I don't think I ever will. It just, you know, it's fire. I'm getting this chest. This fucking minigame. I know what it is. Like, I've seen it. I've seen the Alfred video from fucking way back when. Give me that. Dude, how fucking early I gotta be? I don't doubt. I'm sure it's an okay game. I did not mean to go that far back. I think if I were to like guess how good it was, it would probably be in like the same tier as 5, just because it's a. It is ass. Well, yeah. It looks like it has some decent mini games, but like it's single player. And it just seems kind of dumb. You've got to move around the board and do some dumb shit. It seems like it asks you to do a bunch of fetch quests. And I'm not really into that. I'm sort of Star Yoshi. But I'm sure it's like okay for what it is. But it's just too different. With the car thing, I feel like I could still see more of like the bones of Mario Party in them. With Mario Party Advance, it's like we have the mini games, and that's the only similarity we have to Mario Party. And Wario could use 30 coins. Thanks, Mario. The other one I have, like, I think I'm not sure. I swear I played Island Tour. But I think I, like, played a demo or some shit. It might have been, like, one of those, like, DS, like a 3DS they would have, like, set up at Walmart. I'm not sure. I do know what that game is, though. I have seen, like, a playthrough. And it's pretty clearly ass. As someone who has played all the other Mario Parties on the 3DS. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. When people say, oh, Mario Party 1's my favorite, usually they're coming from, like, this is usually, like, a casual talking, and they're like, oh, it's just so brutal, it's funny, you know? And, like, I get that. I have fun playing Mario Party 1, even though I think it's designed really badly. When people say, like, the S is the best, I can understand that maybe, like, they like those more, not necessarily bite-sized, but like a party, like 20 turns in DS is quicker than 20 turns in like 6 or 8 or whatever. Like, you get through it in a decent time, and the boards are a bit like smaller. It was clearly meant to be played on the DS, obviously. They make good use of the hardware with minigames and shit. So I understand if people, like, someone would say DS is their favorite. When someone says 9 or 10, I don't get that. I think 9 is like a top 3 Mario Party for minigames. But I think it is like bottom 3 for boards. Why Wario? Am I almost done this game of Mario Party? God damn, I've been on this board forever, it feels like. Like, the people who defend Mario Party 9, it doesn't seem like they put a concrete argument up other than, I really like going on the car and having no strategy. I just like tapping A and rolling the dice and having nothing matter. I don't have to think at all when I play. Like, okay. It just, I don't know. Like, even if you like that, you don't fuck with the other Mario parties with, there's like actual strategizing, but well-placed elements of luck. You know, a lot more interesting design for the boards, I would even say. But it's like, no, they say they like 9 more. The car gimmick wasn't that bad, guys. It just doesn't add up to me. Like, when someone says 9 or 10 their favorite, I'm like, okay, you grew up playing this game. And, you know, that's like a common thing. And it's not like it matters. Like, your favorite Mario Party could be whatever. If it's because you grew up with it, like, cool. But I don't want to be like, oh, I think Mario Party 2 is great because of these reasons, and then have that same person whose reason they like Mario Party 10 is I grew up with it, to be like, coming at me for my takes. You know the type, you know? Alright, Mario. Get Yoshi. He fucked up. One of my friends was actually complaining about Twitter, how like every time he's a bit of a reply guy on Twitter. He like replies to things he thinks is interesting, and he's like found himself in like lots of like, I wouldn't really say debates, but like these open conversations about like games. And he would like make a point about something, and he'd be like, yeah, every time I make a point about something, they just insult me or like block me or just respond with some nothing. Or like they just don't like respond with like anything meaningful, and it was like pissing him off. I was like, yeah, welcome to Twitter, dude. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, what fucking turn is it? Why am I still playing this game? Because it's chance time? Like, I guess I'm gonna have plenty of footage when I make this video. Wow. My voice is starting to tell me to stop using it. You know, you like feel it in your vocal cords and your like neck. got to be almost done. That's right, it's Coin Block Blitz. God, this game's just ass. And like, I really do like playing this game, especially with other people. It is a lot of fun to talk about how it's just fun to hate things, and I get that. I very, very clearly get that. How many goddamn coins are in here? But sometimes, I don't know, people just take it like when I hate on things, it's not, oh, it's not like I'm like doing a review of why I hate it. It's more so kind of just joking about it. What? No minigame star. It is fun to hate on things, but I think you need to be like tasteful about it. Or not necessarily tasteful, just don't be an ass. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like make sure the vibe is there, I guess. Damn, I lost in this random game. Like, once again, bringing up Dylan's tier list, you see people hating on it, but they don't really give a reason. Like, it's just unproductive when they do it. It's not even really, like, getting jokes off. It's just, I don't know, misunderstanding and kind of being a dick. But there have been a couple of people who, like there with that one person who are like, oh, you don't fuck with this, you don't fuck with that. Like, it's a nice joke, you know? It's not like, it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm shitting on you super hard. It's more so just kind of, I don't know, just kind of goofing around. And that I respect. And that's something we all learned today. Is to be a hater who is respectful. Wait, I got third.
Oh, no.
God damn it. Which I think I do a good job at. I've been trying to be a bit more positive lately. But I'm never going to stop, like, hating on things for fun. Including this ass game. And then finish just a little bit more every day. That's what I learned. But I'm an exception, right? Right? Connor, right? What, these are the two options. Even me? We can talk about that later. Oh dear. J-Mark, are you referencing that one image where the girl tweets the thing and then like 8 guys reply or whatever? If so, that's awesome. At least this game has these things. Okay, let's get plus block. At least these make the game more interesting. Minus block. I'm starting to realize this is a fresh file, so I'm extra glad I played this game. Let's get the warp block. But yeah, when I hate on things, I try to keep it chill. I especially don't like try to engage if it's like, oh, especially if someone's like, wow, I really love this game. It's so amazing. And they're like gushing about how much they love this. I'm not trying to be like, oh, but it sucks so much dick. oh, lame ass game. Like you could pop those occasionally. I really, really love it catchy, guys. And you can do it sometimes, but I think you gotta do those sparingly. If you like every time that person talks about your game, you're popping the this game sucks joke, it's kind of redundant. I'm toad waving. Oh my god, look at my 3-month subscriber badge, everyone. You hate on Mai for liking League? I mean, you don't really play League is the thing, and that comes up like so not often at all. So okay, goodbye all. Pay no attention to what Slay's saying.